Hey folks, welcome back. In this tutorial, we are going to discuss about NumPy data types. Data types in Python. By default, Python have these data types: strings, integer, float, boolean, complex. Data types in NumPy. NumPy has some extra data types and refer to the data types with one character, like lowercase I for integers, lowercase u for unsigned integers, etc. Below is a list of all data types in NumPy and the characters used to represent them. Lowercase I for integer, lowercase b for boolean, lowercase u for unsigned integer, lowercase f for float, lowercase c for complex float, lowercase m for time delta, uppercase m for date time, uppercase o for object, uppercase s for string, uppercase U for Unicode string, uppercase V for void. Checking the data type of an array. NumPy array object has a property called dtype that returns the data type of the array. Here in this example you can see in this array we are having values and these values are of integer type, so our nd array must be of integer type, right? So to check that, what I'm doing, I'm just printing the variable name dot dtype, so it will return me the data type of this particular array. Here you can see the output int 64. So in this second example you can see in this array we are having all string values, so I'm just checking the data type of this particular array. Just type print the variable name dot dtype, so we got the output less than uppercase U 6. This means this is a string type. Creating arrays with a defined data type. We use the array function to create arrays. This function can take an optional argument dtype that allows us to define the expected data type of the array elements. Here you can see, while creating an array only, here we are defining the data type as string, but we are having values which are of integer type, but with this dtype we are converting them to a string values. First I am printing the array, then I am printing the data type of this particular array. Here you can see all values are converted to string and you can see the data type as string. For integers, unsigned integers, float, string and Unicode, we can define size as well. So what I'm doing here, while creating an array only, I'm defining the size. So with this I am converting this string to int 32. So in first example you saw that we got int 64 when we checked the data type of this particular array. Here you can see we just converted it into a size of 32. What if a value cannot be converted? We will get the error. What type of error? Value error we will get. Here you can see converting data type on existing arrays. The best way to change the data type of an existing array is to make a copy of the array with the asType method. That means with this method we can copy a array, right? The asType function creates a copy of the array and allows you to specify the data type as a parameter. The data type can be specified using a string like f for float, I for integer, etc. Or you can use the data type directly like float for float and int for integer. Here in this example you can see what I'm doing, I'm just converting this float values to an integer. First I'm creating a new variable called new ARR Here I'm just making a copy of this array, then I'm converting it to a integer type. Here I'm printing the new array and with the data type of that particular array. As you can see, so we have converted that array to a integer values, as you can see, and you can see the data type of that particular new array also, that is int 32. Here you can see in this second example I'm using int in place of I, so output will be same, but here you can see one thing is changed, the size of that particular array. Here we got int 32, here we got int 64. In this third example, what we are going to do, we are going to just convert this array to a boolean type. So in boolean type, 0 means it's false and any number that true, as you can see, and we are just checking the data type of this particular new array, that is boolean type. That's it for now. If you have any doubts, please comment down below. I'll just answer them and just try to practice them, you'll get them. And that's it for now. Meet you next tutorial. Bye bye.